Live. All right. We're live here. Can everybody hear me? The sound says it's registering. So we're going to wait for some more people to show up. Hope everybody's doing okay on this wonderful Saturday. And don't forget the chat's open. So if you guys have any questions or if you want to say hey, you can. So here you find hi. It's hot. Yes, it is. It's hot outside today. I had to go out and go shopping a little bit today because I'm working on a cross stitch. I'm working on a new cross stitch and I didn't have the thread that I needed. I went outside and the forecast said it was 73 degrees and I'm like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, it is hot. It's hot for, what are we in? Are we in March? Yes, we're in March. All right. Oh, yes. I have my Crew of Bacchus cup. I did this in my last stream, but I didn't use this one. So it's this one right here. So everybody got a drink, everybody got a snack. Because hello, my love, Clohida. A little early for drinking time, but it's okay. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So, here, let me show you the cross stitch I'm working on. For right now, it just says get a job. But when I finish, it's going to say get a job, buy your own shit, stay out of the forest. And if you have heard of My Favorite Murder, the podcast, yeah, that's what they say. So I've got another one from them and it says, you're in a cult, call your dad. So that's going to be next. But yeah, this is the one I'm working on right now. Yeah, and it's your fault I'm into this podcast, by the way. This is completely your fault. And sometimes I just go, Elvis, you want a cookie? Just because I can. So, and then we have some other friends down here. Saw this on Amazon and I had to get it. I had to go ahead and get it. Like, I mean, the articles are previous articles. You do only recommend gold. That's true. The articles, I mean, I've already read them, but the pictures are really good. So we got this one first thing. So, oh, good. You were able to find it too? Oh, good. I checked in the supermarket. I say supermarket, but I checked there first and then I saw it on Amazon and I was just like, I'm not even going to try to go hunt for it. And then I was in the checkout with my husband and then I found this and I was just like, put it in the buggy, please. And he was like, yeah, just go ahead and get it. And I'm like, cool. Amazon, I'm telling you, Sandra Grisham, go check Amazon for it because that's rather than go through the struggle of having to go to different stores and stuff, just grab it on Amazon. So, especially with Prime. So that's what we've got those. Yes, he did. He came in at the clutch because he's so funny. This is his fault, by the way, that this whole supernatural thing started. As much crap as he gives me about it, this whole thing started because of him. Because when we were first living together is when we kind of started sharing like our shows and stuff like that. And so he said, hey, you should watch this show, Supernatural. I think you would like it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It looks kind of scary. He was like, look at these dudes. And I'm like, these dudes are hot. And so that's where it started. So I've been watching since 2009, I think. No, 2010. 2010 is when I started watching. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. No. I think it's sooner than that because I've been watching since I was 25 and I'm 31 now. So somebody else can do the math on that one, not me. I'm not good at math. All right. So let's get to these questions, because y'all sent in questions even on Anon, and thank you so much for doing that, because I didn't have any questions last time, so I had to go find some. So now that I've got questions, I'm gonna go ahead and answer them. It looks scary, all downhill from there. Yes, exactly. It was. It was all completely downhill from there. So, I mean, he gives me all this crap about, he doesn't mean anything by it. He's just kidding when I say he gives me crap about it. So, he's just like, can't believe you write this kind of stuff. I mean, he knows. So, but he's supportive. So, he's really happy that, I've gotten to 1,500, and we're over 1,500 now. What are we at? I'm curious. We're at 1,511 now. So, and that's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And I just thank you guys so much for believing in what I do, and for supporting what I do. So without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So celebrating over 1,500 followers. Even my parents know, and they're just like, oh, 1,500, that's a lot. And I'm like, I know. All right, so I just found these in my my Ask box, and it was 2 people had asked me to do this. It was Little Red Starfish and Dean Winchester's Witch had asked me to list 5 things that make me happy. So those have been sitting there a while, and I just saw them. So oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. You are all wonderful people, by the way. All y'all that are here, and those that are going to watch later, and those that are, not here right now, all of y'all are lovely people as well. So, okay, so 5 things that make me happy. Supernatural makes me happy. My nephews, I have 2. I have 2 little boys who run my life, and they make me happy. My husband makes me happy. My family, and then my very best friends. So that's 5 things that make me happy. Thank you so much. Thanks, Emery Hemsworth. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe. All y'all are so sweet. Okay, so Anonymous said, hi, I'm sorry I'm on Anon, but I have horrible anxiety, and even reaching out via internet is hard for me. But I really want to ask you a few questions for your live stream. What do you consider to be your biggest writing inspiration? Would you ever consider writing a book? Possibly. I love your writings. Please never stop. That's brave to come, even though you have horrible anxiety, Anon, and you still asked a question anyway. I'm proud of you. Good job. Good job for you. So, biggest writing inspiration. I take a lot of inspiration from watching the different shows that I watch. My big ones are Game of Thrones, Outlander, which is on right now. Let's see, what else? Game of Thrones, Supernatural, Outlander. Oh my God, is that really it? Yeah, that's really it. So, because Outlander's on right now. So, those are, and then there's some stuff based in real life, like Hubby Knows Best is based off of real life. Need You Now is based off of real life. What else? And then just random things that kind of just pop into my head, like this story of Ivory and Steel. That started because I wanted to do a virgin fic, and I've never done one. So that was where that started. So, and it just, the ideas just kind of snowball from there. So, would you ever consider writing a book? Possibly. Because I know, I don't think she's in here, but Wayward Nerd is writing a book right now. She's taking one of her one of her fan fictions and redacting all the copyrighted stuff and putting it into a novel. So, and there's a couple that have done that. So I don't see why not. It's just finding the right story to publish. The one that I would believe in the most, if I was going to do it, it would probably be Off the Beaten Path, Irene. Just because that's the biggest one that I have right now. I know I haven't updated it in a while, but there's a lot going into that one because I want to stay faithful to the show and also be faithful to my version of what's going on in the show. So I want to stay close to canon, but also deviate from canon because Dean doesn't have a wife in canon. So let's see. All right, Chloe asked a question for the live stream. All right. It says, hi, with a squid emoji next to it, clears throat. So, like, who's your best friend? Just wondering for science. Also, other than our precious Dean, what movie role do you think Jensen would knock it out of the park? You have to ask who my best friend is. You're my best friend. You my best friend. You know too much. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. A movie role I think Jensen would knock out of the park would be something like Batman. I think he'd be a kick-ass Batman. He would make a good Steve Rogers. I mean, Chris Evans isn't doing it anymore. So, I mean, why the hell not? Why shouldn't Jensen do it? So I'm going to be interested to see what he does now that Supernatural is going to be over with. I'm going to be interested to see what kind of roles he takes because, I mean, Pattinson is doing Batman now. So, but who knows how long that's going to go for. But he was almost Cap. Yeah, he was. I remember reading that. He was almost Cap, and he would have knocked that out of the park. He would have been a great Captain America, but I think they also offered him Hawkeye, and he couldn't take that because of Supernatural commitments. And then he himself said that he was offered Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey, and he had no idea what it was, but Danielle was in the background going, Now, listen, I read the books. Don't judge me. I read the books, and I would have paid damn good money to watch him be Christian Grey. And I've seen all the movies, so I read the book, so I had to see the movies. So whatever. Okay. So next question. I can imagine him, but like when I was reading the books, I was imagining somebody kind of like Chris Hemsworth. Like that's kind of what I imagined when I was reading the books, because the way he was described, I could picture Chris Hemsworth clearly in my head. But then when Jensen said that he was offered Christian Grey, I was going, just me and Janelle were the same person. Just take it. But yes, he was. Charlie Hunnam would have been perfect, and I would have watched that. And then, I mean, just the movies were such a letdown because there was just no chemistry between Jamie Dornan and I'm blanking on her name right now. It'll come to me. If one of y'all knows it, please tell me. But there was just no chemistry between the two of them. And I'm just like, you're supposed to have this red hot sex life, and it's like y'all can't stand each other. Like, but yeah, Charlie Hunnam would have been perfect. I loved him in Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, Dakota. Yeah, Dakota something. Dakota. No, I read the books yet. Yeah, don't waste your time on the movies. I did the research, but the books, I mean, nobody read them because they're Pulitzer Prize winners. So just go into that knowing that it's not the best written. It's not an accurate, Yeah, Dakota Johnson. That's what it is. Yeah, that's her name, Dakota Johnson, and Jamie Dornan, um, who is really hot, by the way. I was about to watch Sons of Anarchy when you went live. Oh, yes. Sons of Anarchy is actually really good. Like, I watched the first few seasons. I watched up until they went to jail, and then I quit. Like, until the whole club went to jail. And then I quit watching, and I just haven't picked it back up since then because I just haven't. Because I think I was watching that and True Blood at the same time. Excuse me. I'm drinking something I don't normally drink, and so that's why I have the burps. So, excuse me. I've got a Dr. Pepper and Crown right now because my wine wasn't cold because my dumb ass went to bed and didn't put a new bottle in the fridge. So, because I was like, I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine and go live, and the wine was hot. So, I didn't want to do that. Not to myself. I'm going to finish it. One of these days, I'm going to finish it. I promise I'll finish it because yeah, I remember now because that's when we were living in the house with roommates, and I was not working a lot at the time, and that's when I got Prime, and you can watch without having HBO. I think you could watch True Blood, and so I was like, I like vampires, so let's go. And then I started watching, and that's when I developed my crush on Alexander Skarsgård. So, Eric Northman, son. All right. Yes, I love me some True Blood too. That is one of my favorite shows. I mean, honestly, that's one I can always go back to and watch over and over again. Next question. This is also on Anonymous. I've always wanted to ask this, but I know it can be a sensitive topic to some. I've noticed that in your header, there are some witchy type things. Do you follow / practice Wicca, or do you just appreciate witchy things? Yes, both things. I like the macabre aesthetic. I like things like Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate witchy things, and I do practice a little bit of witchcraft. I read tarot cards. I have crystals. I'm actually looking at my altar right now because last time I live streamed, I was still living at home with my parents, Mama and Papa Wesson, but we have since moved, and we are now in the new space. So I'm in my office right now. So this is my dedicated office space, and I love it in here. This is where I do my makeup in the morning. This is where I get all my writing done. I have a bookshelf right over this way. And it's got all my supernatural books, and it's got some of my sewing stuff on it, some action figures, that kind of thing. So this is a space that makes me incredibly happy. My whole house is a space that makes me happy because it's mine. I pay the mortgage. Well, me and Lord Winchester, but you get the point. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. But no, it's not a sensitive topic, and I appreciate witchy things. I practice witchy things, and I love it. It's great. It brings me inner peace, and my whole thing is inner peace. So whatever you do that brings you inner peace, as long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself, do it. Do that thing. All right, next one is also from Chloe. Hi, friend, with a squid emoji. So I know you love animals. I've got a few questions with them in mind. What is your spirit animal and why? What is your favorite animal? If you could be any animal, what would you choose to be? Well, my spirit animal, I've been told, is a rabbit. And I identify with that because I was able to look it up. And I think I actually have that notebook. I hoard notebooks. So let's see. Let's pull this up, shall we? I actually have two spirit animals. So, and I've written down the information on both of them. So we've got the elk and the rabbit. So rabbit may need to symbolize the need for more planning or to check that plans are already in motion. Look before you leap. So unpredictable and spontaneous. Spontaneous sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes. Let's see, fast reflexes and good coordination for the most part, except for when I trip and fall over my own 2 feet. 6, let's see, knows instinctively what paths lead to success and which ones lead to danger. Terrific planners and escape artists. I am a terrific planner. I have to say that. I can make a plan, like no problem. Like yesterday at work. Oh yeah, and that's also another thing that's changed since the last time I went live. I got a new job, so there's a lot of planning required with that job. So trust your smarts. That's a thing I'm working on, is trusting my smarts. A white rabbit symbolizes faithfulness and a loving relationship, a good omen. Black rabbit symbolizes a fear of intimacy caused by negative past experiences or lack of positive encounters. I've had a lot of positive encounters over the last few months, so that doesn't necessarily apply. And then with the elk, we have, you know how to pace yourself, feel the need for companionship, help is out there waiting, just ask. That's a problem that I have, is asking for help. High energy levels achieved through food. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Emery Hemsworth. I love all of the positive changes that have been happening recently. Let's see, high energy levels achieved through food. Absolutely. Try more vegetarian meals. Strength without stress. Strength without stress. Fiercely protective of their young. Absolutely. But like I said, I have 2 nephews, so I'm fiercely protective of them. Just like if they were my own. But enough about that. So, but yeah, the elk and the rabbit are my 2 spirit animals. What is my favorite animal? It's a zebra. They're my favorite. The reason that zebras aren't domesticated is because they're so mean. That's what I read, because I was like, maybe I could just ride it like a horse. And it's like, no, you can't. They're mean. So thank you. I feel like they fit me well as well. So if you could be any animal, what would you choose to be? Honestly, I'd like to be an animal in my house. Like if we don't have any pets right now, we just we had a cat a few years, and she passed a few years ago. Her name was Derpy Hooves. I wanted to be Derpy for a day, because with all of the food and love and affection and attention, and yeah, being an animal in my house rocks. So I would love to be an animal in my house, a domesticated animal in my house. If my husband had his way, we would have a farm full of the most random animals you could think of. Like, he wants like a red panda, he wants an otter, bears, basically anything that's cute and cuddly as a baby, but then it grows up to be ferocious, he wants. So yes, yeah, it would be the Winchester farm if he had his way. Okay. So the next question is also on anonymous. It was this person says, oh, I was worried I wouldn't be able to think of a question in time, but I got one, with a kitty cat face and a heart emoji. What are your go-to makeup products, and what are your favorite makeup products so far this year? Let's see, go-to makeup products. Well, right now, the base that I have on right now is all my go-to stuff. I've got the IT Cosmetics CC matte, CC cream in the matte formula. It's on the expensive side, but it's completely worth it because of how little you have to use, and it's a color corrector, and it stays matte throughout the whole day. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Good makeup starts with a good base. And the good base that I use is, I mean, obviously washing your face every night, taking off all your makeup. I use an oil-based makeup remover. It's the Burt's Bees makes it. But you can use any oil-based makeup remover just to get all of the mascara and all of the eyeliner that I wear off, because I live for black mascara and black eyeliner. Like, I mean, I'll change it up every once in a while, but those are my staples: black mascara, black eyeliner. I also use a alcohol-free toner. I also use a water-based moisturizer with hyaluronic acid in it. Your skin loves hyaluronic acid. It drinks it right up. And the water-based moisturizer won't clog your pores like some cream-based ones can. My favorite is the Garnier in the small green jar. You can find it at Walmart. That's my favorite. It does wonders for my skin and keeps me moisturized. Also, my primer is the Too Faced Hangover RX. Again, it's pricey, but you don't have to use a whole lot, so one tube will last you forever. So, but that's my go-to. That's my ride or die. As far as eyebrows, I'm using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio eyebrows, the pomade in, I think I got it in auburn color to more closely match my hair, because my hair is bottle red. Like, I naturally have very, very dark hair, like brown, almost black. So I wanted, and my eyebrows are that color. So I kind of wanted my eyebrows to more match my hair color. And I also use an e.l.f. brow gel to keep my brows in place so they don't move around and do anything weird. For the eyes, recently I've been reaching for the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. That's my newest addition to my makeup collection. I love it. It's really easy to work with. It blends really well. It's just great. I can go get it. Hold on just one second. I'll go get it. Had to put my headset down. Here it is. Here she is. She's right here. This is velvet on the packaging, and it opens like this. You push it, and then so you can tell that I've been all up in this motherfucker. So yeah, this has been the one that I've been reaching for since I got it. So I'm in love with it. Now, exactly, Angel is that the heavens opened up and went, oh. So that's been my ride or die recently. Some other Eye Studio, no. Some other palettes that I really stand by that are worth the money to pay for them are honestly the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance, the Too Faced chocolate bar, the original chocolate bar. Those are good staple products. And then the Tarteist Pro palette are really good staple palettes, because you can create something really crazy with them, or you can do something super muted, and or you can do something dramatic like your girl likes to do. I was going to put on red lipstick today, but I forgot. So because I was just like, I had to put on red lipstick. I have not worn red lipstick in like a week and a half, and that's a really long time for me to go without wearing red lips. But I forgot. So, and I even did my eyes all muted today with the Jeffree Star palette so I could put on a red lipstick. And well, your girl forgot. So I forgot something. Go figure. For mascara, I have three favorites. There's the really inexpensive, and then the bougie mascara. The really inexpensive is the Lash Princess by Essence. I get it in the waterproof formula. I loved it. Great. Inexpensive is the L'Oreal Lash Sensational in the pink tube. Love that one. And then the bougie mascara is the Benefit Roller Lash. It's a $24 mascara. Don't judge me, but it works and I love it. It's beautiful. The eyeliner I use, Ride or Die, is the Wet n Wild H2O proof liquid eyeliner. I've been using that for years, and when I run out, it's not like it's hard to find, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to find. But I love it. That's my favorite. You can cry your eyeballs out and it'll not move. Face, I already said the IT Cosmetics CC cream in matte. I use to set everything, I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus loose powder with a damp beauty sponge. I like the Real Techniques ones, the orange ones. And I just set that. And then for bronzer, I use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. That's the one that they use on the set of Supernatural. And I only know that because I saw the pictures from one of the makeup artists. They like tweeted it out or something like that. And I was like, you know what? The Hoola bronzer is good enough for Jensen and Jared. It's good enough for my ass. So that's when I started using that. And it works really, really good. And then for blush, I have today the NARS Orgasm blush, but I have this palette that's from Benefit, and it's got the Hoola bronzer and three of their blushes, the Rock blush, the Dandelion blush, and the California blush. So I use that NARS Orgasm and then the Too Faced Papadone Peach. Just depends on my mood which one I use. And then for highlight, I use Wet n Wild highlight. They're super affordable, super impactful, and like if you spray your face down and then highlight, I mean you're glowing from space. That's the blush I used to. Been using it since high school. I mean, it's a universally flattering shade. I mean, it's worth the money on it, honestly, because like I said, it just works on like pretty much every skin tone. So it's just that really nice, like natural flush. And then I set everything with either the NYX matte setting spray, or I use the Mario Basali, I think is how you pronounce it, this facial spray in lavender and chamomile. Yeah, that's everything that I normally use. All right. Let's see. This other question on here is also from Anonymous. What's your favorite thing about Dean Winchester? Oh, that's hard. Can't pick just one thing about my sweet Babu. My favorite thing about Dean is his loyalty. You always know where his loyalties lie. He's just so fiercely loyal and so blunt about it. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to pick just one. That's the first one that came to mind was the was that. So I don't know if I can pick just one because there's so many things that I love about him, and my Discord is going off and I don't know why. I enough that I logged out. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, if I can get my window to pop back up. Let's see. Yeah, his loyalty. If I have to pick one, that it's gonna be his loyalty. I love his protectiveness too. Can you imagine if he was actually married, not just yeah, I mean, can you imagine how protective he would be over his wife? I mean, you see how protective he is over Sam. Like, can you imagine if you were married to him and how protective he would be? I can, because I didn't know this, but I married Dean Winchester. I didn't know that beforehand, but yeah, no, I married him for all intents and purposes. I married him. That's how I'm able to write him so well. As I think about it, I'm like, what would Lord Winchester say? Probably the same thing Dean would say. So there you go. Let's see. I found some interesting questions on the internet because those are the questions that I got submitted to me. I think Jensen's the same way with his family. I have to agree with that. I mean, he is probably fiercely protective of his wife and his kids. I can't imagine him being any other way. Same thing with Jared. I can't imagine them being any other way. So, but if you guys in the chat have any questions, feel free to ask them, because that's all for the submitted questions. Let's see. So I found some questions online, and I'll answer those. Describe your writing space. I can show you my writing space. So hold on. I double checked to make sure that my camera would reach. So here, giving you a peek behind the curtain, this is my writing space. This, friends, is where all of the magic takes place. For the most part. If it's not happening on that phone right there, this is where it's happening. Dual monitors help with editing and general internet distraction. This is when I should be writing. So this is my writing space. So if I get tired of typing on my phone, this is where I come to do everything. When I edit, this is where I edit. This is it. So there's a little peek behind the proverbial curtain here. I'm not actually going to show you what's behind this curtain. It's a mess. Let's see. On a typical day, how much time do you spend writing? It honestly depends on the day. I don't write a whole lot during the week just because work takes up a lot of my time and a lot of my brain space. And then by the time I get home, I'm useless by the time I get home. I'm sorry, this thing is driving me absolutely nuts. What advice could you give to those who want to start writing? My best advice would be to write what makes you happy. Write because you love it. If an idea comes to your head and it never sees the light of day, you wrote it. So, and even if the same trope has been done a million times, it's never been done by you. So what if there are a million friends to lovers kind of things out there? It doesn't have your unique voice to it. And that's what I feel every writer has, is a unique take. And that's why I love things like kink bingo so much, because like two people can have the same kink and it be written completely different. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. The other piece of advice that I would give is, don't, as scary as it can be to post, don't be afraid, because there's people out there who are going to read it and who are going to love it. You just got to take that first step and just put it out there. I mean, when I started, and that was almost when I restarted, when I restarted, because I had writer's block for the longest time. When I restarted writing like almost 3 years ago, I was terrified to put it out there for people to read. But I figured, if other people that I admire in the writing community, like, I have to give a special shout out to Sistafix. If y'all haven't checked her out, check her out. And Kitten of Doomage. They were instrumental in me putting out what I put out. What else would I say? Yes, we love them. Thank you. Thank you. And there's nothing wrong. I struggle with pure angst and smut, but I love writing fluff. There's nothing wrong with loving writing fluff. If that's what you're good at and that's your niche, own it. My niche is smut. So if you write it, own it. And that's the other thing. Embrace the things that you write. The good, the bad, and the really, really terrible. Just embrace them. And oh my God, keep everything you write. Keep it all. You hoard that shit like toilet paper. Like, I hate to make a coronavirus joke, but I mean, you hoard that shit like toilet paper. Just keep everything you write, because you never know when that one bit that you wrote could come in handy. You never know. And if you delete it, erase it, what have you, you'll never know where that could have ended up. And then you gotta go write it again. And then it's not usually the same when you have to rewrite it. And there's nothing. And then, like, let's just take a couple of my works for instance, the things that I'm not super proud of. When Love and Hate Collide, and then Shepherds We Shall Be. Those are two of the works I'm not exactly proud of, because Shepherds We Shall Be, I feel, had a lot of potential, but I pulled the trigger on releasing it too soon, just because I hadn't posted anything in a long time, and I wanted to put something out there for you guys to read. And I think if I had just taken my time, it could have been something really, really good. And could have been really good. When Love and Hate Collide, it was my first fic that I posted. and it's got the YN insert, and it turns out I'm not very good at writing those. So they're just not my favorite thing in the whole wide world to write. It's I mean, other people can do it and it comes off really well, but coming from me, I don't particularly like it. I've had a series idea for like 3 years now. We shall see if it comes to fruition when I get my laptop back. I hope it does come to fruition, and I will read it when it comes back, when you get your laptop fixed. And even if you want me to beta it, I'll beta it. Like, I've betaed stuff for other people before. So I'll beta something. When you're writing an emotionally draining or sexy or sad, etc. scene, how do you get in the mood? I do beta your stuff, Chloe. How do I get in the mood? Okay. This is how do I get in the mood? If I've got to write something super angsty, I've got to go into that headspace, or something really sad. There's that part of my brain that exists that's dark and kind of depressing, really sad. I have to allow myself to go into that headspace because I think about what would personally gut me. What if my life was a story? What is something or what is an event that would hurt me? And then I have to allow myself to imagine that event happening to me personally, because that's the only way I can get myself into that headspace and be able to describe what's going on. That's the way I get in the mood. Whoa, the brightness just went up like super loud. Anyway, if I've got to write something, if I've got to write smut, that comes really easily to me because it just does. That's my bread and butter. That's what I like to write. That's what you guys like to read. So that comes super easy to me. But there are certain, because I don't want to give anything away. There's certain songs that I listen to. There's certain episodes of TV shows I'll watch that get me in that headspace. And then I can fit it to what I'm trying to write. If any of that made sense. So you leave a piece of yourself in everything you write, pretty much. I lay it all out for you guys, and I hope that translates into what you read. Music is a huge trigger for me, and then sometimes it's one of mine too. There's a couple of songs that have inspired works, or inspired things that have happened in stories. But yeah, I lay it all out for you guys, and I put my heart into everything I put out, and I that's it. That I put my heart into everything I write, and then that's why some of these stories are so deeply personal for me. Like, I know there's a couple series that people have asked about, like when they're going to start up again. I have to pull. I'm such a dork. I've got to pull up my master list and go through the things that I haven't updated in a while because I've got so many in my head. Like Beast is one that, honest to God, as soon as the inspiration comes back for these, I'll write them. I will finish them. I promise. So Beast is one of them. I've just got to figure out how to work that. Same thing with Hot for Teacher, Dare You to Move, Off the Beaten Path of Rain, Hours, Shape of My Heart. I love Shape of My Heart. I really do. I really do. Beast is one of my favorite. Thank you. It was weird the way that one came about. I was laying there watching Beauty and the Beast, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I was like, what if Demon Dean ruled hell? What if he was the Beast and there was a chick and she was Belle? Huh. And then it just spiraled out of control from there. But that's one that I'm really proud of. But I love all my stories. I can't pick just one favorite because I love them all so much. I love Hours very, very much. And then Off the Beaten Path I Rain is my baby. It's the thing that got this whole Tumblr thing started because I remember getting the idea. I remember exactly where I was. I was sitting in my car and I thought to myself, what if Dean had a wife? How did he get the wife? How did any of this happen? And there's a couple of other ideas that kind of came up, and I can't say anything because I don't want to spoil anything because some of it hasn't been written yet. A lot of it has been written, but I just don't want to spoil anything. I want you guys to be excited for the next chapters when they finally come out. Dare You to Move. The end of that is mostly written, but just the inspiration hasn't come back for it yet. When it does, I'll finish it. Same thing with Hot for Teacher. Hot for Teacher. Hot for Teacher was supposed to be one of those one-off kind of things, but I left it open-ended, and then the idea just kind of grew from there. And then also I've got, my one-shots and my drabbles. She's already said this on her page, but I'm going to tell you guys because you're all here. I'm doing another collaboration with Demon Wand Daemons. We're doing a square off my Kink Bingo card. We're collaborating on that. So that's very exciting. This is my second collaboration that I've ever done. The last one I did was with I Dream of Plaid, and that was for the All I Want for Christmas Is You That was inspired by one of her fics. And then we collaborated on A Wedding for Christmas. So that's all very exciting. So, because we both just kind of said, hey, let's collaborate. And so that's exciting. I'm very excited. I've just got to flesh out the idea. I'm actually writing a lengthy one shot right now that's taken up all of my time. So that's why that collab has not been started yet. And I don't know when or if that one shot will be posted, because I'm not sure that it's good. You know what I mean? You guys are writers. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you have that little bit of self-doubt that's just like, I don't know if I want this, but I'm going to see where it goes. So we're going to see where it goes. And if it sucks, then it sucks. It sucks to suck. So hopefully it doesn't suck. Writing demon. Exactly. Writing demon. It's a little demon that sits on my shoulder and it's like, no, it's not good. Thank you, my love. I'm going to let you read it just because I need someone to beta it and help me put it together. Thank you so much, Emery Hemsworth. I do my best to I'll let you guys read it if you guys want to read it and beta it and tell me what you think. That'd be great. I'm also, this is another one that I don't know if it'll see the light of day, but on my kink bingo where I did hearts, I'm writing a sequel to that. Writing the next chapter for that. I'm usually satisfied with all I read. Most of the ones that say they don't like, I love. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Citra. I appreciate that. That makes me happy. But yeah, so chapter 2 of Hearts will see the light of day. Just I've got to flesh it out again. And what else do we have left for King Bingo? I've got to pull up my phone. Let's see. So we have got, I guess I can go ahead and tell you which square that me and Damons are going to fill. We're going to fill the Fuck Buddies square. So as far as the other squares go, we've got paddling, praise kink, flavored lube, dom sub, dom dean, squirting, necrophilia, polyamory, spanking, uniform kink, humiliation, jackhammering, nude photography, lingerie, cock and ball torture, and breath play. So there's a lot that's going to come out eventually. Just bear with me and I'll put out something for you guys, because Sunday is usually the day that I write. Not just because that's when I have the most time to kind of devote to writing, and that's the day I can usually get my head in the right space, because there's a lot that goes into when I write. And not only that, but there's also a lot that goes into the aesthetics that I put. And I'm extremely picky about the pictures. and then finding the pictures and then giving proper credit. I've gotten some flack for, but I'm trying to do better about that. Especially if I know, or like if I know who did it, or if I see a watermark on the picture, I'll leave it in there. For some people, that doesn't constitute as proper credit, but I try really hard to make sure that the person that created that picture or that took that picture gets their credit. I would never crop out somebody's watermark. Like, that's just not in me, because I wouldn't want it done to me. So there's that. But I've got a lot coming for you guys, and so just hang on for the ride. That's what I really have to say. If we've got any more questions, I'll take them, because nothing's really come in on Tumblr since I started. So if y'all have anything else you want to know, what I'm reading right now is the Jessica Simpson biography, the open book thing. I just got through the part where she got divorced from Nick. Holy crap, that was heavy. I had to put it down after I read that, because I was like voraciously reading it, because I was like, I want to know, do you have a favorite book to recommend? Do I have to pick just one? Because I have like a million favorite books. Favorite book, I think, of all time is probably, if I have to pick only one, it's a two-way tie between, recommend them all. Okay, thank God. Let's see. Everybody's read them, but I'm going to recommend them anyway. The Hunger Games series, the Harry Potter series, the book, The Five People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom is one of my favorites. Let's see. Oh, I didn't show you guys this. Hold the phone. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta take off my headset. Okay. You're not ready for this. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Look. Supernatural official cookbook. I had to get it. Like, I had to. And then let me find the recipe. Hold on. Because it made me laugh when I first saw it. Let's see. It's called Sweet Cherry Pie. That cracked me up so hard when I read it, because I was flipping through it and I was just like, what am I gonna make out of this? Because I'm gonna make something, and then I've already threatened for my next gathering to make. I'm gonna find it. This is actually pretty cool. The print on the inside. It's gingham with the anti-possession symbol. Speaking of the anti-possession symbol, yes, I have the tattoo. Yes, I finally got it tattooed on me. I'll show you guys the picture. I'm sure you've already seen it, but I'm going to show it to you anyway, because I am super duper proud of my tattoo. There it is. That's my tattoo right there. Non-Tembo Mala. I will not fear evil. That's what's engraved on the barrel of the Colt. It was my Christmas present from my husband. I've been wanting that tattoo for 3 years, and he said that I would get it for Christmas. And then we waited a little while after Christmas. And then he surprised me with it one day and was like, all right, let's go get your tattoo. And I said, yes. So, yes, it hurt, but it's not enough to deter me from not getting another one. Like, I've already got a plan for another one. So Chloe knows about this one. So we're going to, hopefully, if the con's not canceled, because that's the rumor that's going around, they're going to cancel the con. I hope not. Please don't cancel my con. I need this. I took the time off work. I need it. That's what I work for. I work to go to these cons. When I have 20 unread emails in my inbox, I look at my calendar. My calendar says, has the word Nashville written on that date. I work for that date. I work very hard to get to that date. I hope they don't either, because I want to go. Like, we had so much fun last year, and if they reschedule, that's fine. I just hope they don't cancel it. Like, please don't torture me like this, but hopefully all of this nonsense will blow over before then. But as Papa Wesson says, hope in one hand, shit in the other, see what fills up first. So we're going to be positive here. We're going to be positive until we know better. I'm not canceling anything. I'm not asking for a refund or anything until Creation comes out and says we have to reschedule. Worst case scenario, it's a no touch con, and we've already got a plan for that. So either way, Nashville, I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. So but yeah, so that's gonna be pretty much it, you guys. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me for the last hour and change. If you guys have any other questions you want to submit, feel free to do so. I think I've got one. No, I don't have one more. Yeah, we have a plan if it's a no-touch con. So but thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me talk. If y'all have anything else you want to know or anything else you guys want to add, I love you too. Thank you. I love all of you. Thank you so much for coming. And my ask box is always open. My tag lists are always open. So if you guys want to get on any of those, or if you just want to come by and say, hey, feel free to do it. And I will see you guys next time. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.